All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Let me know if you guys can hear and see everything okay. We will get started in just a few minutes. Give people some time to join on in. Hi, Cameron, Maritza, Lisa, Bridget, Jen. Hi, Nara and Amy. Hey, Lauren. Who else is here? Hi, Marina. Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday/Monday, depending on where in the world you are right now. So happy to see all of these lovely familiar names and faces in the chat today. Hi, Farley. Welcome in. Farley said, hello from Sacramento. This is a perfect day for a live stream. It's howling rain and wind today, so hunkered down and continuing to organize my craft room. I'm nearly done. Hell yeah. I love that, Farley. What a perfect day for a live stream. It's surprisingly kind of sunny and nice here in Portland, but I think I heard from my mom that California in general is getting a bunch of rain right now. So if you're hunkered down, staying warm and safe from the bad weather, welcome. And I'm so happy that you're here and able to spend some of your rainy day hanging out, organizing, bullet journaling, just chilling, whatever it is you're up to. Amy said, this is my first live stream. I just joined. Hello, Amy. Oh my goodness. I love when I hear that somebody is joining a live stream for the very first time. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. This is my first public YouTube live stream of the month. So, very excited about this. Welcome, everybody. It is the first real weekend of February. So, I think a lot of us are still getting all of our ducks in a row for the new month. This is the perfect weekend, I think, to sit down and do some planning, some prep work in our bullet journals or our planners for the rest of the month, as well as the upcoming week. So, that is my plan of what I want to do today. If you watched my February Plan With Me live stream and then also joined last weekend's public live stream, you would have seen that I already have February fully set up in my bullet journal. So I have all of my monthly spreads already set up. I'm using my Secret Garden sticker collection and sticker theme for this month's setup. But you can see my monthlies are already set up. I also got all of my weekly spreads for this entire month set up ahead of time. So this was this past week, this is next week, and then I got all the rest of February set up through March 3rd. So I don't need to really set anything new up for this month. But what I want to do today, and this is something that I don't always leave myself time for, but I actually now want to just sit down with all of these spreads and I want to just get everything like prepped as much as I can for this upcoming month. I also want to go back, and since January is over, there are some things that I want to fill out throughout my notebook. I want to update all of my core spreads at the front of my journal because I haven't touched these too much since setting them up before the new year. So I'm going to want to go into my future log today and just kind of like plan and prep some things out. I want to update anything on my trackers that I need to for January. And then I also have a couple things on my January spreads I want to go back to, like my January gratitude and memories. I want to fill out a little bit today. So I'm basically kind of like doing some bullet journal housekeeping today, not focusing on setting up a bunch of new spreads, but instead actually now going to all the spreads that I've set up for February, filling them in and getting them ready for the rest of this month. And then also going back and playing catch up on some things that I now can fill out for January. So that's the general plan today. If we have extra time, I also know that there are still some December memories that I wanted to put into this last journal that took me through December. the end of December was super crazy and hectic. So I didn't get a chance to put in my photos on my like photo memory wall here. So I might play catch up a little bit for that stuff too and get some photos and memories pasted in to my last bullet journal. But we'll see. We'll see what we get to today and how much time I have. I think I'm going to stream for like 2 to 3 hours today. Um, so yeah, I'm very excited to just like do some more chill bullet journaling today, fill stuff out, plan and prep for the coming month. Um, and hopefully leave this stream feeling super prepared and ready for the rest of February. So that is the plan for today's stream. I hear Luna is begging to come in as well. Come in here, you. Get in here. Get in here. Do you need lunch? Is that why you're begging at me, or did father feed you? Your chin is dusty. You just ate, huh? You have to say hello to everybody. This is the rule when you come in here. Don't look at my sandwich. I think I saw somebody earlier say happy belated birthday to Luna. Luna just had her birthday yesterday. She is 6 years old. How many of you have been following me since we got Luna? Because when we got Luna, it was already after we moved to Portland. I already had Planning with Kay for quite a few years. So I know that a lot of you were following along all the way back since we picked Luna up from the Oregon or Portland Humane Society. And that was almost 6 years ago. 6 years ago in May. Are you purring? She's purring. Let me see if you guys can hear. Oh, Luna. Are you happy? Are you making tiny biscuits? Such a sweetheart. Are you soaking up the love right now, Luna? Are you just soaking it up? Do you see these biscuit hands she's making? She's making such big biscuits. Oh, does that feel so good? Does that feel so good? All right, sweet girl. You want to go up onto the desk? Or do you just want to stay here? Oh, I love you. I love you. All right. Off you go now. Off you go, my darling. Hello, Holly. Welcome in. Holly said, I wasn't in the last stream. I wasn't feeling well, struggling with bad pain and cold pain. Saw you post on Insta, but fell asleep and really wanted to join. Miss you. Oh, I totally understand, Holly. No need to apologize whatsoever. I'm so happy that you're able to join us today. So happy to see you, as always. Lauren asked, I was curious, what planner did you use for your latest YouTube video? So I just recently posted, or yesterday, posted a video showing some spread ideas. And I actually did that in this journal right here, Lauren. This journal, I still have quite a few blank spreads at the back. Now I have like this many blank pages. So these kind of demo spreads here that I set up for that video are just at the back of this journal. I often do that, like, whenever I do videos that are the more, like, demonstrational ones where I'm showing, like, 5 types of spreads, and they're not actually spreads that I'm using in my bullet journal. I'll usually just throw them in the back of a journal that I've already used that isn't fully filled up. So these spreads that I set up in my most recent YouTube video are just in the back of my last bullet journal here. And then I'll probably keep using the rest of these spreads for upcoming videos as well. Sometimes I set those spreads up, like, if I have, like an empty journal sitting around, sometimes I'll set those spreads up in an empty journal and then do a giveaway with it or something like that. So I might end up doing that in one of my upcoming videos. But for now, those have just been going in the back of my used notebooks. Okay. So let's see here. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to my current weekly spread and just do a little bit of housekeeping of checking all my tasks on this weekly, moving things over to next week that I need to, and just do some like immediate weekly planning. So I posted my video yesterday. I sent my newsletter. I still need to order more sticker paper. I'm kind of using this live stream also as like a, again, almost like it's like a get organized with me. Like, I'm not just bullet journaling today, but I'm actually trying to like get some things in order and get some things done. So it's more of like a realistic look at how my bullet journal actually helps me and how I end up using it. So, for example, yesterday I wrote down on my to-do list that I need to order more sticker paper. I did not end up doing that. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that done right now. So that way I can just cross that off and can be done with it. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go. Actually, okay. I'm actually going to wait and do that later because I do need to make some decisions first. So let's migrate that. Order paper. Holly said, I just saw something really exciting on Instagram, but not sure when the Grammys are. But apart from the Grammys, something else happened. Tell us, Holly. The anticipation is killing me. Lauren said, I absolutely love the habit tracker spread. I never thought of different types of trackers. It was something I kind of came up with on the fly. Like, I didn't prep for that video too much. I tried to just kind of do what naturally came to me. But similarly, Lauren, I really loved the idea of doing like the weekly trackers or the once a month trackers. That's something I think I'm going to bring into my March setup, kind of inspired by those habit trackers. Shion said, I recently spent a full day going through your Patreon master post and downloading all the stuff for the $1 tier. It was so much that I had to move stuff onto a cloud multiple times. Oh my goodness, that makes me so happy to hear. I'm always hoping that people really take advantage of like all the backlog of content on Patreon. So that is really exciting. I'm so happy that you did that. And yeah, that's awesome, Shion. I love hearing that. Sam said, I love these get organized with me / plan with me streams. Oh, so happy that you love it, Sam, and so happy you're able to be here today. Okay. Let me go back here. I completed these tasks. Completed that. I need to respond to emails, and I think I will just do that tomorrow. Oh, and I saw some discussion around Black Friday orders or giveaway stuff arriving. I know that I've just started seeing international Black Friday orders arriving. Everything has been taking so long. It's very frustrating, but it seems like a majority of US customers have received their orders. And international people, like my grandma in Austria, just received her stickers yesterday. Um, so I see some people in the chat still talking about, not having received it. Shion, Jen, I think. And then I see some people saying that they are arriving, like Lisa. So if you're international, it should still be coming. I think it's just taking a bit longer. If you're a US orderer, feel free to shoot me an email at contact@planningwithkay, or just go to my website and fill out one of those contact forms. And I'm happy to get replacements sent out for anything that hasn't arrived, just in case it was lost in the mail. It does seem like all the Black Friday orders were just generally very held up in the mail system. So they are arriving, I'm very happy to say, but yeah, if you're a US orderer and you're worried about an order not having arrived, shoot me an email. I'm always happy to send replacements. And if you're an international orderer, um, I'm hoping you should see stickers start arriving in the next like week or two. Um, all that being said, too, I'm very excited to say that we are going to be offering tracked shipping options coming up here very soon. By the end of this month, we're going to have some additional shipping options. We'll still have the cheap shipping for anybody who doesn't mind waiting for a letter to arrive, but we've already improved our shipping time, so orders will be shipping out within 1 week. And then we'll be offering additional shipping options as well coming up soon. So if you want to pay a little bit extra for track shipping with tracking and all of that, we're going to have that available for you guys very, very soon. So I'm very excited. Excited to get our shipping just like under control in general so that you guys no longer have to wait so long. And if something is taking a long time to arrive, ideally we'll have some tracking built in so we can actually see what's going on with everything. But thank you guys always for your patience with shipping. Alyssa said, my Black Friday order didn't arrive, but Kayla sent a replacement that got delivered only 3 days later. So glad I got them. Amazing, Alyssa. So happy to hear that. Bridget said, I got my Black Friday sale and giveaway and your Panda Patreon stickers. Amazing. And Holly said Taylor Swift's profile went black and white, which means her Reputation re-record album is on its way. So I'm guessing she'll release it during the Grammy evening, but not sure when that is. How exciting, Holly. Awesome. It sounds like a lot of people in the UK and other international countries have started receiving their Black Friday and giveaway items. So very happy and relieved to hear that. And also, if you're a patron of mine, the coral reef stickers for this month's Patreon rewards are going to be shipping on Monday. Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow's Monday. So all of those are going to be shipping out by end of day tomorrow. Um, my Patreon 15 and up tiers come with the automatic sticker deliveries. And at the beginning of the month, those ship for that current month. So last month, we designed a coral reef sticker collection that will be shipping to patrons tomorrow. Hey, Zoe, welcome in. So happy you received your panda stickers. And the panda stickers are a new shop release as of yesterday as well. And sounds like Zoe already ordered some more. Thank you so much, Zoe. Let's see. Shion asked, where do I find the Discord link? So if you go to Patreon, and I think if you go to the search bar on my Patreon page, and if you type in Discord, you should hopefully be able to find the post with the link. Yes, here we go. Yeah, so if you go to the search bar on Patreon, type in Discord, and one post pops up and it has the link there. So let me know if you have any issues with that, Shion. Okay. This is crossed off. It did that. Um, oh, something very exciting too that happened this weekend is we moved our sticker cutting machines and packing station and everything to our new shop. We're still kind of like getting everything looking nice. It's all set up, but it's like a little bit messy right now. I will be like sharing photos and videos when we're ready to actually start showing it. But like right now, Jake is over at our new office cutting the coral reef stickers. So it's very, very, very exciting to finally be moving over to that new space. Um, Oh my god, yes, Holly. So at the end of December of last year, we signed a lease for a new office space slash retail store. It's walking distance from our home. So we're going to be moving finally all of the sticker shop stuff out of our living room and into this new location, like business location. Here are actually like just a couple uh Just a couple photos I took last night. I tried to, like, cut out all of the, like, mess and whatnot, but it just kinda shows how nice everything looks with our new paint job in there. Um, Let me see if I can get this focused here. But, yeah, so we got the sticker cutters set up in the new place, and once it's all set up there, I'll, take full photos and kind of show a full reveal. But yeah, we're very, very excited to be finally, like, able to start working over there, getting it all set up, getting it all looking nice. Here, this was at night, so it's like you can't really it's not the most flattering video, but it kind of shows a little bit more like what the space looks like. This is where all the cutting stuff is, but the lights were off. This is like us closing down yesterday. But yeah, that's very exciting. I'm just so excited to like have everything out of our literal living room. Our house has just been like overtaken by the sticker shop. So having everything in a different space and being able to like go into work every day in this new space, I'm so excited to have everything moved over there finally. Bridget said, "Can you go through your February journal spreads again?" Absolutely. Yes, Sam. I am so looking forward to the work home separation. If you guys have been following me for a few years, you know we had an office space for about a year. I think it was like in 2022 or something like that. And then when we moved into this house, essentially, we just brought everything back into the home. So it's been like a year and a half or so of everything being at home, so we are definitely ready to have that separation again. There's so many conveniences of having all of your work at home, but there's also a lot about it that is just like it's hard to turn off the work part of your brain. And similarly, it's like it just gets a little messy mentally when where you work is the same place where you relax. So it's like you can never fully relax, but you also it's hard to like fully get into the swing of work. So it's gonna be so good for so many different reasons. Holly said, "Any international shops or not yet? I can't fly over 2 hours." So I'm like, "How do I get away to see your shop?" Holly, at some point, Jake and I have talked about that we would love to have, like, little Planning with K shops in, like, specifically, like, the UK and Australia. Um, this obviously is, like, a future plan, but it would be amazing to do that to help with international shipping, like, having some international Planning with K spots where we could hire, a person or two to like do the shipping and manufacturing for Europe and for Australia separately. So, all that being said, um, maybe in the future, Holly, we will have like a UK shop that you can visit. And Lauren is going to be the sticker maker at the UK spot, and Beck is going to be the sticker maker at the Australia spot. Oh, and Beck is here. Hello. Oh, wait, no, Beck is here, but then left. Good morning, everyone. I can't stay but wanted to pop in. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Hi, and bye, Beck. I love that. Okay, yes, but to the earlier question, I am so happy to do a little run through of my February spreads here. One more time. Nice big calendar. While I'm flipping through these, I'll also just add anything that I'm wanting to, anything I need to add to my calendar. And I actually have this online calendar that I'm working on that I'm sharing our whole Planning with Kay team. So let me reference that and transfer over anything that I need to. Any important deadlines? Okay. Oh, yes. This Wednesday, I have a call. Let me also write in my live stream times now that I have it fully scheduled. Today, obviously, was at 12 p.m. On Wednesday, I have an 11 a.m. all Patreon live stream for $1 and up, or sorry, including free patrons. So if you want to join my free Patreon tier, I'm going to be live streaming our new sticker designs on that day on Wednesday. I just posted my theme poll to Patreon. And last time I checked, it was super, super close. And I think it was nearly tied between a dreamy sky theme, a travel theme, a ramen, and sushi theme. Such fun options this month. And yeah, it's like almost tied three-way. So we have 56 votes for ramen and sushi, 55 votes for a travel theme, and 59 votes for a dreamy sky theme. So Dreamy Sky is winning by 3 votes over ramen and sushi. I think it's been a long time since we've had a poll that's this close. So whatever ends up winning the poll by Wednesday will be our official winner. I imagine it's probably going to keep swaying in that time. And if you are a patron, you can always change your vote. Like if you want to change your vote between those three, you always can. But whatever theme wins, we're going to start the designs during this 11 a.m. Live stream on Wednesday. And that is going to be open to all patrons, including free patrons. So good to know if any of you guys here are interested in watching me use my iPad to start designing my new sticker collection. This will be a great stream to join. I then have another live stream on Saturday at 2. I got one on the 12th at 1 p.m. That Thursday, I got one at 12 p.m. I'm then going to have my March Plan With Me video go up on Saturday the 17th with my edited YouTube videos. I'm trying to maintain some sort of kind of regular schedule. And so far I uploaded one last Saturday and this Saturday. So Saturdays are probably going to be like my YouTube upload day. So Saturday the 17th is going to be my March Plan With Me. And then on Sunday, I'm going to do a public live stream where I set up all of the weekly spreads. Or maybe not all of them, but at least some of my weekly spreads for March. So That is at 1 p.m. So mark your calendars. Sunday, the 18th, we're going to have a public live stream just like this one. Lauren said, was thinking while watching your YouTube video that I feel like we need more icons. Yes. Are you talking about like that, the household chores sheet? Because I totally agree. I love that sheet. That sheet was so popular too on my Black Friday sale, and I wanted to release more like that for that sale. I just didn't have enough time to create more, but yes, I absolutely agree that we need more icon sheets like that. Like, there's so many different categories we can do. So I totally agree. Those are some like functional listings that I should. Maybe I'll make a new one to go with different videos. Like, it could be a good way of doing like 5 types of health trackers, and then release a sheet of health and fitness icons. Um, Olympia said, I would love some workout stickers. Yeah, like health and fitness is an easy one. Work, like work and productivity, like fun and self care, and then I could do a video with it. It kind of gives me a reason and like an opportunity to design a random new functional sheet, is I can design it and then do like a 5 types video to kind of go along with it. That's a really, really great idea. This Saturday too, I was thinking I would do a flip through video. I can't remember when the last time I did a flip through was. Um, Maybe I should check, but I don't think I've done a flip through of any of my like 2023 wipe you down here. 2023 journals. I have all of my bullet journals back here on this shelf. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a video, maybe filming it this Friday and posting it this coming Saturday, of a flip through of my 2023 notebooks, which would be this one, and this one has the end of 2023, but I am curious. Okay, Olympia, you're the best. So I did my 12th through 15th. Okay. So that included this one then, right, Olympia? So did that include like all of my leafy spreads and all of that? I guess if I flipped through this, I probably would have waited until it was fully done. Okay, awesome. Well, that means that I would just have these 2 journals to flip through from April to December of 2023. So that would be a really fun flip through. Not like crazy long either, like with that live stream where it was like 3 notebooks. So I think that will be a YouTube video coming out Saturday. Let's add that to my calendar here. Film flip through. So I'm basically kind of starting a schedule where Friday are like my YouTube filming and editing days. It takes me 1 full day to edit or to film and edit a video. So for my like February plan with me and this last video, I'm able to just film and edit it all in 1 day. So it means that it can be like Fridays are my day where I film and edit a video and then it gets posted on Saturday. Post new video. And then same thing for the next week, film my March plan with me on Friday. And then post that video Saturday and then public live stream on Sunday. Oh, I love that idea, Lauren. Some YouTube icons. Definitely need some of those. Fatima asked, when's daylight savings time ending? Such a good question. I think it's in spring, so maybe in March. It's fall back, spring forward. Yes, March 10th, it looks like. So still got another month. And then we finally get some longer days again. Okay. Let's do the rest of my live stream times here. So I got 2 p.m. stream here, a 11 a.m. stream here, and a 2 p.m. stream down here. And my live stream schedule is always posted to my Patreon as well, and that is like a free public post. I always make that post just free and public. So even if you don't have a Patreon account and you're not joined to my Patreon, you can still see it. And if you become a free patron, then you get like notifications you get like an email whenever I post one of these public posts. But all that being said, I'll just send that link to you guys here. So if any of you are wanting to print out a schedule like this one here with all of the live streams on it, you can find all of that information and a PDF printable on this Patreon post here. And again, anyone can click on that link and see that post. You don't need a Patreon account or anything. But if you do want to get notifications about whenever I do a public post like that, my free Patreon level will give you an email like anytime I post something like that. Holly said, for future preparation for the UK, as a joke, any job opportunities you have, I'm down. I'll be first in the queue. Fatima said, I'm down for a job and I'm not even joking. I know if we, expand to internationally to different countries, you guys are absolutely going to be the first in line for filling out a job application. Like no joke. I love the idea of getting people to work for Planning with Kay that are like super into it. Um and I know that I have like so many, customers and people all over the world that would love the opportunity. So not even taking it as a joke, like when we get if/when we get to that point, I will like probably legitimately reach out to some of you guys. Okay. So I think that's it that I have on my calendar here. Oh yeah, I said I have a call here. I actually have a call with the Go Wild team because I am going to be doing some stuff at Go Wild. I'm going to be doing like a breakout session for the Shop Summit. If you guys aren't aware, Go Wild is this huge planner conference that happens every year. That's basically just like this like weekend event for oops, where's my this huge weekend event for people in the planner and journaling community. It's kind of like a big like party, but there's also speakers and workshops and all sorts of things. It's like this huge like planner festival, basically. They got Martha Stewart for this coming year. So Martha Stewart is like the keynote speaker, which is really cool. Fingers crossed Snoop Dogg's going to be there. But I went for the first time last year, had the most incredible time, um, and ended up getting into a lot of talks with the organizers of the event. And I'm going to be like a little bit more involved this year. So I'll be doing a few sponsored tables. I'm going to be, I think, a part of like the planner fair at the beginning and have like a booth. I think I'm going to be doing a meet and greet there. And I'm hosting like a breakout workshop at the Shop Summit event, which is the day before the conference. There's a day just for like business, like more business owners in the space. It's like more of a professional event, like for with workshops related more to bullet journaling and planning businesses. So I'm going to be doing like a little breakout session there. Um, Anyways, very exciting. So I have a call with them on Wednesday to talk through some details. I don't know if any of you are planning on going to Go Wild. It is quite an investment, so I don't expect anybody to go. But I think some of you might end up being there. And I am just so excited to hang out with everybody and meet everybody again. And again, going last year was just like, I'm such an extrovert. I'm such a, like, social person, and getting to be in this, like, group of, like, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who are really into this one niche thing that I do, it it blew my mind. I seriously was just, like, smiling so big the entire weekend. It was incredible. I didn't wanna leave. So I'm just so excited to go back and be back in that energy and that space. It's like infectious. I'm really excited. Holly said, "Are you gonna see Amanda Rach Lee?" Yes, Amanda is going to be there. I'm so excited. I'm definitely wanting to meet Amanda. We have like a little bit of back and forth on Instagram message. So it's like, we've talked here and there. So I'm really excited to hopefully get to like talk with Amanda, meet her, hopefully give her some stickers. But yeah, I'm very excited that Amanda is going to be there. Lauren said we should do a stationary theme before Go Wild so you can take it with you. Oh, such a good idea. Maybe that can be the theme we design like in March or something like that. Of course, Holly. Okay, so anything else here? Shipping Patreon, there's some random deadlines I know that I have for the end of the month, like um, posting all of my printables and digital stickers to Patreon. Um, Printing the new sticker collection that we'll have finished by the end of this month. Oh my God, Olympia. Yes. Olympia said, "Low-key wondering if I should plan my USA trip around that year's Go Wild." I'm trying to think when they announce, like when they announce the location and everything of this year's. I feel like they did probably like in like October maybe or November. I'm trying to think like how much notice it would give you to like actually make the plans and accommodations. Because you never know like what state it's gonna be in. It's in Texas this year, and it was in Washington, D.C. last year. So I think based on how they do it, I think they kind of try to like stagger it between um, West Coast, Central, and East Coast. So hopefully that means next year is West Coast. It'd be awesome if it was like in California. Yeah, and that's where I know, Olympia, that you're, gonna be doing West Coast, so that's where I'm like, maybe next year's will be West Coast. Tracy said, "Didn't they announce at last year's Go Wild?" No, they didn't. They did not announce the location. They were just, like, getting people to suggest locations. Um, but no, they did not announce it. They announced it just, like, online. Again, I think towards the end of 2023. I don't think it was too long ago, but it was, like, maybe a few months ago at this point. Oh, Holly, that is so sweet. Said you sent her a letter to say a massive thank you for her videos, helping you get into it and understand it, and you were wondering if I could tell her that it's really helped with your pain and anxiety. Autocorrect is testing you. I totally got you, Holly. And oh my God, yes, absolutely. Like if I meet Amanda, I would love to pass the message along. And um, yeah, that is so sweet, Holly. Okay, got stuff written on my calendar here. So I'm also now just like showing you my February spreads. So here's my calendar. I got some more stuff filled in. So I have more of a plan of things I need to get done this month. So next, I've got my live stream schedule. This is already all filled out now with my live streams for this month. And this is a new page for me, which is a tasks and deadlines page separated by week. So far, obviously, I've only gone through 1 week, but I've really been enjoying this. It basically is where I can make a list of kind of like 4 or 5 main focuses I wanna get done in a week. Um, and I think it makes it easier for me to, again, just like even if other things that I plan don't get fully done, really making sure to at least stick to these main priorities can be really helpful. So, last week slash this week, I had the priorities of finishing my coral reef stickers, making and posting all of my end of month digital stickers and printables to Patreon, posting my start of month Patreon content like theme poll, live stream schedule, and coupon codes, and then also moving to our new office. We got all those things done. So I'm able to cross all those off the list, which is amazing. And I think now I will um make sure to now write down my current week priorities. Jen said, I haven't received my Black Friday order and I'm about to put in another order. Can I email you to put the replacement with the new order? Absolutely, Jen. I can definitely just do those two orders together. That would not be a problem. And I'd be happy to add some shipping or some tracking to those as well, especially because it has your replacement. I want to make sure you get those as soon as possible. So, shoot me an email, Jen. Maybe after you place your new order, send me an email with your order number and then let me know that you want a replacement for your Black Friday orders. Um, and that just remind me to add tracking onto there. And your order will ship out within a week, and I'll be sure to include the replacement and some tracking for you. And then I'll get your information or get your tracking to you whenever it ships out. My mom, "Oh, hello, mama. Welcome in." You said, "I just saw today that Amanda Rach Lee started her first journal in 2017 when she was applying for college." 2017. In 2017, really? I'm trying to remember when I started bullet journaling. Oh, no, that makes sense. I started bullet journaling in December, basically, of 2016. Because I was like, I feel like Amanda's been bullet journaling the same amount of time as me, but yeah, she probably started right in the beginning of 2017. That is so cool. I love knowing that we started around the same time. Emily said, I started with Amanda Rach Lee in 2017 and have been obsessed ever since. Yes, Emily, the giveaway shipped. I think you should have received an email from me about it shipping. Um, but I'm also there was like 3 giveaway things that I didn't get an email from anybody for. Let me just double check that none of those are yours, Emily. But yeah, I think I remember yours shipping out. So let me just double check. Yes, Emily, yours are all shipped out. Cortland said that it was me and Amanda Rachley that got you started, and you think your first one was mid-2018. Yeah, I think my very first video on YouTube was December or January of 2017. Let me see here. Videos, sort by oldest. It was bullet journal setup for college students on January 12th of 2017. Oh, the memories. Oh, the memories. Jen said, I came to bullet journaling later in life when I was working full time. I'd missed a very important deadline and I was mortified. I started bullet journaling after that. I love that, Jen. It was just like one missed deadline. You're like, this cannot happen ever again. Holly said, as a joke, I wasn't sure if a video was a push, so I thought that I would mention the letter. I'm like, oh my God, you're gonna meet her, and you got excited. No, don't worry, Holly. No need to repeat. But I mean, I'm not joking about. I seriously will tell Amanda if I get a chance. Oh, that's my grandma's birthday, January 12th, and she turned 70 in 2017. So I posted my first video on her 70th birthday. That's pretty cool. Okay, I need some whiteout. Where is my whiteout roller? Here it is. Because we already got the office moved this week, so I can take that off of next week priority list. So tomorrow we're shipping out Patreon. So that is one priority. Second priority is shipping out open orders. It is very important to us to keep up with our 1 week shipping times, those new improved shipping times. So that is a top priority, just making sure orders get shipped. I think another priority for this coming week should be consistent social media posting. And let's come up with one more priority. Looking at my to-do list, we already moved to the new office. So again, we are ahead of schedule on that. Can get rid of that. And then I mean, I think that should be good for now. It's a good few priorities. And I like the idea of doing my weekly tasks and deadlines on this page a week at a time, because it means that I can really cater these priorities based on like what I got done last week. Oh, Jen said self-care as a priority. Okay, Jen, I see you. Yes. You know, I was even thinking when I was thinking of a fourth thing, I was like, should I put something about like needing to make sure to, like, take care of myself or, like, stretch, like, do something good for yourself every day. I love I love I love just like daily self-care. Let's call it that. And it's perfect because I have a self-care bingo square for this month. So that will tie in to my daily self-care priority. Amy said, I was off and on with bullet journaling because I was overwhelmed with setting up at times. I had YouTubed myself into thinking that I had to draw it where I wasn't really doing it. And you saved me from that. I am so happy to hear that, Amy. I know like bullet journaling has just helped me so much and I know it can help so many people out there, but I understand that it's intimidating. And I think especially with like all of the social media aspect to bullet journaling and people like really creating beautiful spreads, beautiful works of art, it can just feel like if you're not able to do that, that you're doing it wrong, and I've heard that same thing over and over of, like, just feeling like you can't keep up with bullet journaling because you don't wanna draw things on every spread, and for some people, that's what bullet journaling is for them. It's about, like, being able to do art and draw and, decorate, and it's like this creative space, but I you know, through like the resources I provide, my videos, my stickers, my printables, all these pieces, it's like ways of kind of trying to bridge the gap because I agree. Like I love for my bullet journal to look pretty, you know? It's not the whole point of it, but it is one thing that makes this system work for me is that because I'm proud of how it looks, it makes me want to come back to it more. It's what makes me so excited to start a new week because I'm like, "Oh, I finally get to use that spread I set up." You know, but finding ways to make that more accessible, I think is really important. Because the answer is not to be like, "It doesn't have to look pretty," or try like it makes sense that you want it to look a certain way, but not everybody is just able to like bust that out and achieve it every week. So it makes me really happy to hear that, just that like the content I make makes you feel like you can bullet journal because that's what I want to do. And sometimes I do get like a little bit worried that when I'm setting things up that, like I don't know, even like, like this spread here where I did like all this watercolor on top or this one with this watercolor. I get a little worried about like, is this accessible? Am I making this seem too complicated? Or like you need to know how to watercolor to journal, or you need to be able to like make it look just like this. And I really try to keep telling or like making the point that it can be easier, and I think that that's where I don't like that there's an idea that, like, you have to buy my stickers in order to bullet journal, in order to make it easy, because you don't. There are lots of ways to, to achieve the same idea, but I do like with the stickers and with the printables that it's like, you could make something that looks just like this, You could. Like, nothing about this spread here is something that each of you couldn't do, you know? Um, and maybe it's not with my specific printables or my specific stickers, like, it doesn't have to be anything specific, but, like, something I've found through bullet journaling is you can use tools and resources to help you make pieces of bullet journaling easier. And that's the whole reason I started making my own stickers is I was like, I like having the art in bullet journaling, but I don't like having to create art in my bullet journal to get the spread set up. Like that was an issue I was finding when I started bullet journaling. I didn't have any sort of like decorative themes in my journal. 'Cause it's a lot. It's a lot to be like, "Oh, if I wanna set up a weekly spread, then I have to illustrate things." So when I started my bullet journal, it was very much like more bare bones. Like I put effort into like headers and banners and whatnot, but I wasn't drawing. I wasn't creating illustrations. I was keeping things very simple. And as I kept going, I wanted to bring more of the decoration to my journal. So the way that I did that initially is I started pasting things into my journal. So you'll see it starts off a lot more boring. I mean, quote unquote boring, like more black and white, minimal, not very much decoration. I was playing around with lettering and kind of using that to judge things up. But then I started doing a lot of like this thing where I would like cut things out and paste things into my journal. Like this is like pink paper that I cut into hearts and started laying some washi tape in, pasting in photos, just started like finding ways to zhuzh up my spreads in a way that would still be relatively easy. And that's like these are all just like separate kind of pages that I was gluing in. Same with here, like so that way I didn't have to like create art in my journal because I was still just figuring out like how to set all this up. So you can see here, like this is like my second or third month bullet journaling. Here's my February spreads. No theme, very simple, no illustrations, mostly just functional. Zhuzhing it up with some sticker letters, like here, these are like 99-cent store stickers that I used at the top of these spreads. So finding ways to like bring the aesthetics of the spreads up a little bit in ways that were feasible. Because if I dove into my journal being like, I'm going to do full illustrated themes every month and I'm going to draw all these things out, and it takes you like 4 hours to set up one spread, and you're like, this is not feasible. Like, I can't keep up with this. And I think that's where a lot of people struggle to keep up with the habit of bullet journaling consistently. Um, so, my first bullet journal has a lot of stuff like this, pasting things in, pasting in photos for decoration. And I remember that I started to do my very first like themed monthly spreads. And it was actually um, my March setup in this journal, if I can find it, or maybe it's my first setup in my second journal. This is the first time I did an illustrated theme, and it was this floral theme right here for April. So this was the first month where I was like, okay, I've been bullet journaling at this point for about 3-4 months. I'm getting bored of spreads that don't have any decoration on it. So I was like, okay, I want to try doing like an illustrated theme like I see people on social media doing, where you have a theme and you draw it on all of your spreads. And I did this floral theme. And it was really fun. I loved these spreads. I remember having the illustrations really did make me like these spreads more and use them more. I loved having a themed month, but already could tell that I'm like, this isn't like sustainable for me. Like, if I need to rely on drawing in my journal every month in the specific time that I need to set it up, it makes the setup a lot more difficult and like a lot more risky. Like it felt easier for me to maybe mess something up. It just was a lot more advanced than I think I was ready for. So I did it for 1 month and I loved how it turned out. But this month here is really what made me be like, I want to try making stickers because I love the look of this, but I wish I could just draw these one time separately and then just paste it in here so that the actual bullet journaling part flows more, and I'm not spending like 3 hours on the flowers on each of these spreads, you know? So I remember that like this month, April 2017, was when I did this first themed monthly spreads. I loved it, but I could already tell that like having to draw like that every time I want to set something up did not feel sustainable. It felt like something where it's like, hey, I could just like make stickers of these things, have an easier time with the artwork, and then be able to use that over and over again. So you can see I have those monthlies here, and then right away, bam, sticker ideas. Instantly, I got the idea of how can I make this easier? I instantly started thinking stickers. So this is April. I started making stickers in May or June, and I started my Etsy shop in June of 2017. So all that being said, like I made my stickers to make bullet journaling easier for me. I didn't start making stickers because I was like, I want to make money and sell stickers and make that my business. Um, it really was never my intention to start a business around this. I just started bullet journaling and sharing my love for bullet journaling as like a genuine love and passion, and because I love the online community around it and wanted to be a part of it. And when I started making stickers, I did it because like I really loved having artwork in my journal. I loved learning to draw more. Like getting into bullet journaling is why I got into drawing florals at first, because I was seeing floral tutorials in other bullet journaling accounts. Um, and then that naturally made me be like, well, this is kind of difficult to draw in my bullet journal whenever I want to set up a spread. So what if I did it digitally and I made stickers that I could keep reusing? So, it's like here too, you can see I was just kind of like almost like creating stickers out of like other things. So here I'm like cutting things out into letters, and you can see kind of soon after this, the stickers start showing up, and I started experimenting with stickers just for myself at first. Like these here are, I think, some of my first stickers that I ever made as like a demo for myself. Um, and that's, the reason I started talking about all this is just that I'm happy that it's still coming through, that like I want to make bullet journaling more accessible. I want it to seem easier, and not by saying that your spreads need to be minimal and you can't have decorative themes and you can't be extra about it. Part of why bullet journaling works is that it's extra. Like let's just embrace that. Like this is extra, like, compared to like, what I consider, like, the more, like, average person, it's like if they looked at any of our bullet journals, they'd be like, "Damn, that's extra." Like, you're really doing the most. And that's why it works, because we like the extra-ness about it. And the answer to making bullet journaling more accessible isn't like, you gotta strip it back, be super minimal, and instead, it's like, find tools that help you make it everything you want it to be. So, for me, the answer was stickers. That really was all I needed to do. And all of a sudden, my bullet journal started to really see the positive effects of using stickers to help make the setup process easier and more fun while still achieving the look I want. And, that's where you can see I started bullet journaling a lot more minimal, a lot more just pen on paper, no stickers or very few stickers or any other stuff kind of stuck in there. Um, I think this is my last month without any stickers here. And you can see, even though I loved my April floral spreads, it was just too much illustrating for me. So June, I went back to a very simple theme. And then this is when, I think right about here is when I got my first sticker cutter right here. And I started making my first stickers with my silhouette. And I made these cacti. These are still like the simple cacti stickers I have in my shop. This is their original form. I made just basically for this spread. I made this weekly header on my iPad and these cacti. And the rest is history. Like from there, I just started going crazy, making stickers for my own spreads. Like in these pages, all of this is just custom stickers I made for myself. And I created the citrus collection that I used for my July spreads. I posted a video of this. And right after this is when I started my Etsy shop and started selling these because I used these custom stickers here just to set up my own spreads. It finally made it easy for me to have this decorative themed monthly setup without having to spend hours and hours drawing all this stuff in my pages. I could instead just in my own time design some fun stickers, print them out multiple times, and be able to stick those right in. And the rest is history. It just worked out so well for me. This is the same thing I've been doing ever since. And, it's like 7 years later or so. And stickers really have made bullet journaling so sustainable for me over the years. Um, Translate that then to now where I have the printables and all these other resources. But yeah, it's kind of the whole full circle journey of, like, I made these products to make bullet journaling easier for me personally. It was something that I wanted to use and I wanted to use in my bullet journal, and I'm just really happy that it seems like that message is still loud and clear, and I love just hearing from you guys that whether it's a video of mine you watched or using my stickers or using my printables, it just means a lot to know that this bullet journaling content that I put out there is making it seem easier and more achievable for you guys. And, I saw that in the comments of the video I posted yesterday. Just some people saying, I've tried bullet journaling or I want to try bullet journaling, but it never seemed like something I could like feasibly actually keep up with. And this changed that. This makes it seem simpler. This makes it seem like something I can actually start doing. Um, and yeah, means a lot. That really is like if I can do anything here in this community, in this space, um, encouraging people to bullet journal or to try bullet journaling without the fear of not being able to do it right, or without the pressure of it needing to turn out a certain way or thinking that you need to be like an amazing artist or have amazing handwriting before you can start. I'm so happy to try to like dispel any of that um, hesitation that people feel. Anyway, I've been going off, but it's fun to reflect on these things, at the end of the day, like, I think I can get really wrapped up in my routine of, like, needing to make stickers and put out content and run a business, but really at the core of all of this is, like, this community and this tool that we all use or want to use or use from time to time to help us navigate this life. And bullet journaling is why I'm here, and bullet journaling is why we're all here, It's like this is what brought us all together. And I just think that's really cool. And it's really cool that the reasons that I started doing this 7 years ago still is as applicable and as relevant today. Um, yeah, it's sweet. I love bullet journaling. I could geek out about bullet journaling for so many hours. Anyway, I'm scrolling back up to the chat here. My mom said, "Even that first Bujo of yours, I thought was the most fun and creative planning tool I'd ever seen." No, my mom's been bullet journaling ever since as well. Jen said, "My first theme would be best described as washi tape overload because I did not know how to say enough." Emily said, "The flower stickers are still my favorite to this day." Annie said, "Does anybody use a digital journal and use Planning with K stickers?" I think I know, like, one person on Instagram that I see consistently uses my stickers in a digital planner. I think that's just so cool. I love seeing that. Farley said, "This is exactly why I hesitated doing any kind of journal or planner because it seemed like it would become a full-time art project. Discovering your stickers changed everything." Olympia said, "Your old videos are such little baby Kayla vibes. You've grown so much." Oh my God, Olympia, I know. I love that I have my videos as like these snapshots of me at those times. I couldn't agree more, like, especially those 2017 videos. I feel similarly where I'm like, oh, you're just such a baby. It's like my voice is different. Like, I was 20, actually, I just turned 21 when I posted my first YouTube video and now I'm 29, you know? So it's like I really have just grown up in that time. You know, when you're 20, 21, you still are like you still seem like a little teenager, you know? I feel like it still is like it's like the end of your adolescence, you know? So I love getting to go back and just like see how much I've grown since. And yeah, I love having all my old videos to watch. I think it's a really cool trip down memory lane. Jen said, "Did you say in your video you were an engineering student?" Yes, I studied mechanical engineering in college and graduated with a degree in mechanical engineering. Um, and that was like the whole reason I needed to find bullet journaling because I was just a mess. It was very difficult. My school and that major, it was a lot of work. So that was the whole reason why I discovered bullet journaling and started bullet journaling to help with my schoolwork and everything. And then once I graduated, I said, "See ya" to engineering and decided to just make stickers instead. Emily said, "I have both because 'cause they're so beautiful and I'm scared to use them. I have so many saved and I need to get over my fear of ruining the spreads." You got this, Emily. You totally got this. And I think Amelia said, "Don't be scared as long as you know what you want, or as long as you know what you need in your spreads, case stickers will give it personality. They really are perfect." Oh, that's so sweet, Amelia. Thank you. And Shion said, "My mom keeps making fun of me for my bullet journal, saying it's a waste of time or useless or something to brag about to her acquaintances." Ugh, we're just going to push that energy to the side, Shion. We know, that's the piece where it's like, you can't expect other people to understand things that they just aren't a part of and don't get, you know? That's where, like, I just got a comment on one of my recent videos that was kind of like just being like, kind of similar, like, "Oh, this is like vapid and pointless," you know? And that's the thing where like that can be true for whoever's saying that, you know? Doesn't have to change that we know it is not the case for us, you know? But I just don't like when people you know, like bag on people just for liking things, for being passionate about something. Just silly. All right, Amelia, I hear you. More colored banners. Hell yeah. Hey, Guard Tunes, welcome in. Robin just received her first order from me yesterday. Party time. Hell yeah. So happy to hear that, Robin. And you just started bullet journaling this year. Exciting. Shion, that's such a good life motto. Time that you enjoy wasting is not wasted time. So true. Such a good reminder. Lisa said, my daughter gave me a couple journals and it took me a year to figure out what to do with them. Once I did, I was hooked. Lauren asked, does it feel weird that you don't use your degree? No, Lauren, but honestly, like the things that I learned in my degree when I by doing my degree, I use all the time now. And it's not the engineering stuff. It's not like the details of what I learned. It's that I learned how to work really hard. Like my school program I did was ridiculously hard. It's like one of the hardest engineering programs in the country. It was really, really difficult. And what I learned through that, and finding bullet journaling was a huge piece of that, but I learned how to keep up with it, and I learned how to manage my time and work really hard and put in the hours I needed to achieve what I wanted to achieve. Um, so like I say all the time, like whenever I have to like I think about Black Friday and needing to like put in this super intense grinding work to get everything done, and like my ability to like pull these really late nights focusing on what I need to focus on. I learned all of that from my college, from school. It's the all-nighters I spent studying for exams and like figuring out how to balance all of that. I 100% learned that from my engineering schooling. So I don't feel any weirdness about not doing engineering anymore because I like the time I spent doing that was not for nothing and it was not pointless. Like it trained me for like the work I do now. And again, not in the specifics, but more in the um work ethic part of it, of working really, really hard. It really helped me when it came to running my own business in the future. And just like change the way my brain works. Like I still use the engineering part of my brain all the time for like all of the equipment and machinery. Like I still do coding as a part of my website. And, like there's so many pieces of this business that like it all kind of translates. So I feel like I still use my engineering education every day, just kind of in like a more roundabout type of way. Holly said, Kayla's stream is like a big family to me, and and her mom is like a mom of all of us. And Luna is the fur boss, woman manager. I love that, Holly. Luna totally is the fur boss. She's sleeping right across from me right now. Thank you, Jen. Jen said, I really like the new bundles you've been putting together. Thank you so much. That's like a new thing we're going to be doing where every video I make is going to have some sort of bundle attached to it. So I'm so happy you've been liking those, Jen. I want to make it easier to like buy all the stickers at once because I feel like it's a lot of work having to like scroll through the website, find the individual things, add them to your cart. So just trying to make the whole experience a little bit easier. Oh, this has been such a sweet conversation. I like doing streams like this that are a little bit less like busy. Like I don't have as much I need to do and it's more just like hanging out, chatting, taking account of things. I hope some of you guys are taking this time too to maybe just like check in with yourself. Um, but yeah, I love getting to just like have these conversations with you guys. I also, let me double check this. I paid my office rent already, but I have not paid my house rent. That's because my Patreon payout has not come in yet. I think that's going to come in tomorrow. Yes. Okay. So I was like, wait, did I pay rent yet? And I'm like, no, I don't even have it yet. So that is going to be Monday. So let me write that down. Respond to emails is for tomorrow, and pay rent is for tomorrow. Cassie said, did I miss a Luna appearance? Yes. But here, let me set up this cam to show Luna because she's being real sweet. Okay. Here's Luna. Isn't she just an angel? She's just a little angel. Purring so hard over there. There we go. Sam said, I spent the stream setting up my February spreads with the rainbow butterfly stickers. Oh, love that one. I remember my March, what was it? I think it was like March of 2021. So when I used that setup or that theme with the rainbow springtime snapshots here, I loved this setup. Habit tracker, mood tracker, gratitude, some good rainbow butterfly inspiration. And then I did the dinosaurs. Okay. So that is all looking good. I got my self-care bingo page, which I feel like I probably have at least one thing I can cross off today. Or for oh yes, actually, I took February 1st off. Well, actually not totally off, but like mostly. And what else? Any other self-care I can check off? Ooh, clean up. Yes. Oh, Holly said, "Would I have time to do, like, any sort of go wild vlog?" We will see, Holly. Jake and I have been loosely talking about maybe him kind of, like, bringing his camera and just, like, taking footage for me, you know? So maybe we can edit something together after. So I'll definitely keep that in mind. Okay. The other thing here that I am wanting to at least start to fill out is I have my ideal schedule spread here. So I mentioned in my February Plan With Me video that I want to use this spread along with some pencil to come up with like a standardized weekly schedule for me. So I'm going to start just by writing in things that I know are going to be the case. And then throughout this month, I'm hoping I can really nail down a full schedule here that works for me, that gets everything in the week I need to get done. So I'm just going to start filling in a couple things. So every morning at 9:30, I have a meeting, a business meeting, basically, to like figure out everything we got done the day before, plan out what we're going to be doing this day. So I've really been liking waking up at 8 and then until 9:30, I basically just kind of have like this morning time. Sometimes I do some work depending on what's going on that day. Sometimes it's just like morning routine stuff of eating breakfast, getting ready. So I'll basically kind of consider like 9:30 to be like work start time. Oh, Cassie asked, "Did this go up as a printable yet?" No, I did actually I took a picture of this to, like, digitize it into a printable, and then I realized that, like, I just need to make a fresh printable that is this kind of standard layout, but do it digitally. So I have not made that yet, Cassie, but I am still planning on creating a printable for a weekly schedule like this. I initially thought it was something where I could just digitize this actual spread, and I was like, "No, I just need to, like, do it fresh." So, that's actually a good thing. I wanna post a printable or 2 this coming week. So, I'm actually just gonna add that to my list. Hello, fangirl of plenty, welcome in. So, basically, it's almost like I'm basically saying that, like, 9:30 to 10:30 or so is, like, admin admin type work. So that's my morning meeting, kind of like assessing what's to get done in a certain day, in that day. Maybe that's also when emails get responded to. Fridays, I want to be video, YouTube video days. So that would be where I film a video for, I think it takes me about 2 hours total to like have it just fully everything filmed and ready to edit. And then basically editing the rest of the day. We got lunch in here. So this is film. And then the rest of this day is just editing and then posting and scheduling everything. Newsletter, there's like a whole kind of list of things that go with posting a YouTube video. So Friday is like this full YouTube day. I think Mondays would be a good like order shipping day. Right now, shipping times are 1 week, but over this next month, we're basically going to be planning on getting shipping times down to like a couple days. So, where if you place an order on, let's say, a Friday, it ships Monday, and having basically like a 2 day, 2 business day processing time. So for now, we just need to keep up with weekly shipments until we change over to even sooner. So, like tomorrow, I'm going to be getting orders from last Monday through last Wednesday shipped out. So, I think that Mondays would be a good just day to focus on order packing. Maybe I'll put that in my notes here, is kind of like daily focuses. So Monday would be orders. Friday is YouTube. Yeah, Holly. So you said this was not the type of spread I thought you were filling out. I thought it was like a normal weekly spread, and I didn't realize it was a time set one. Yeah, so this is actually like an ideal schedule. So I have this with hours down the side from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So this is like a weekly hourly schedule. And I'm using pencil because I'm just using this to like start to block out or figure out an ideal schedule for me. Because I work from home and am self-employed, a lot of the times I'm like just kind of like running from the seat. I'm like hanging from the seat of my pants and just kind of like making shit up as I go throughout the week, where I'll be like, oh, like, okay, I'll get this done tomorrow and we'll have this done by Friday, and like nothing's set. I'm really wanting over these next couple months to get Planning with Kay running more like a traditional business, like a traditional 9 to 5 business where we know what our week is going to look like, and we know like this is the day that we always get orders shipped. This is the day that we always post a YouTube video. Um so just trying to like I really want for my week to run like clockwork. I want to know the chunks of time that I have already carved out and set aside for getting things done, and I want to know that that amount of time actually is enough to get it done. I am constantly underestimating how long things take me. I'm always a forever time optimist. I think I'm a little bit time blind because I'll be like, this will take me 3 hours. And then it takes me 8 hours. And then the next time I go to do that thing, I'm still like, this will take me 3 hours. Even though, like, it didn't take you 3 hours last time, it's still not going to take 3 hours this time. I'm just a little bit delusional about time, honestly. So, this is gonna be a big help because 'cause I'm gonna be figuring all this stuff out finally, like, how many hours do I need to really spend a week making content, working on orders, working on sticker designs, working on marketing, uh, wor how much time do I need to leave myself to, like, do budgeting correctly and keep track of expenses and, like, do all these things that, uh slip through the cracks because 'cause I'm not really, like, planning and budgeting my time as well as I can. Um, Jen said, "Almost everyone estimates how much time things take. It's kind of how the brain works." Yeah, I think honestly, it's like for me, it's kind of like it's how I'm able to get stuff done. It's like if my brain is honest with itself about how long things will take, then it's like I'm less likely to start the thing. Whereas, like, if I just tell myself, it'll just take an hour, it'll just take an hour, like no matter what it is, then I can just get started and just delusionally be like, "It'll just take an hour, it's fine, it's chill, just do it," you know? And then it's, like, 6 hours later, and I'm like, "Alright, now I'm done." The longest hour in the world. Cassie asked, "Am I vegetarian? For some reason, I have it in my head that you're either vegetarian or vegan." I was vegan for a long time. So, like, in my early bullet journals, you can see spreads about me thinking about this vegan subscription box I wanted to start. I'm not vegan or vegetarian anymore. I eat everything, but I was vegan for a long time. Yeah, of course, Holly. I'd love for you to share. Yeah, Holly said, "You think you found out your issue with bullet journaling." Let's hear it. Okay, so Monday focus orders, let's say. Friday is YouTube video, easy. Saturday, a video gets posted. And then usually after I post a video, there's like, a good amount of kind of like admin work that does have to happen um, as the video rolls out, like responding to comments, promoting it on social media, all of that. So, um, that should be budgeted for Saturday. And then I really like the routine of Sunday live streams a lot. I don't know that I'll live stream every Sunday, um, but I really like this routine of filming a video Friday, posting it Saturday, live streaming on Sunday. So I think it'd be fun to just loosely budget, 12 to 4 as like a good time for a live stream. I like weekend streams too. I feel like it's a great time to plan and bullet journal, get prepped for the next week. And I'm writing this all super lightly in pencil. Holly said, "I find bullet journaling very fun and easy to do, but I think now I've made it into like a job or like a chore for me to do. And I don't think that that is helping me. I want to do it, but that is the message in my brain. That makes so much sense, Holly. And I think you're probably spot on with that. I think this is a very common thing that people experience, especially when they start making bullet journaling something that they post content about. I've heard that same thing from especially people who got into filming their bullet journal setups, posting their bullet journal setups on social media, that they feel this pressure and expectation like it's a job or a chore. And it kind of pulls away a lot of the good feelings that come from bullet journaling and makes it almost like something that's stressful. So that makes a lot of sense, Holly. And I definitely understand that. Time for emails and messages. Yes. And I think that that's something I should be doing daily. And I think what I need to do is maybe this whole second half of the morning, like make my whole morning's admin stuff. And by admin, I basically just mean like stuff on my computer, you know, not like actually like manufacturing or designing or shipping anything, but just purely like computer businessy work. So I have my meeting at 9:30. Um, Sorry, just respond to this texty text. All right, so meeting in the morning, and then that gives me like an hour and a half or 2 hours for um, emails, posting to socials, comments, um, any other meetings that I need to have. Like I'm thinking about how I have that Go Wild call coming up. Like whole morning would be a good place to post, plan, respond, anything on my computer basically. So like computer work. Okay. Let's say 12 to 1 is lunch. One of my days a week definitely needs to be like a content creation day. Maybe not a full day, but like a half day where I am creating my short form videos and my photo posts that I end up posting to YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, and my Instagram and Facebook posts. So that's something I should standardize at some point here. And this schedule is also not just for me, but also for Jake and the employee that we're going to have over at the shop. So for some of these time blocks, I won't have to be like doing the sticker cutting or doing the order packing. So this is like a general schedule. So also I can kind of like that's something I'm going to be playing around with throughout this month is seeing, what can get done over there while I'm over here. Um, so Monday will be um, pack and ship orders. That's probably something where I could do a lot of my content planning here. I need to keep into account also live streams. My Patreon live streams are not set days. I like to mix it up throughout the month, give as many people a chance to join in. So, in general, though, I usually start them between like 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. So, that's something that's going to be kind of variable in my schedule is on certain days there'll be a 2 or 3 hour chunk that is set aside for live streaming, which in turn is sticker design time. I use my Patreon live streams to design my sticker collection, so it's very dual purposed. So just as an example, um, live plus sticker design. Oh, you know what I should do? This would actually probably be the move, is I just carve out the same time, whether I'm live streaming or not, to work on, like, content or sticker designing, and then it's just a bonus if I'm live streaming it, but it's a way that I could kind of, like, have that schedule still be consistent, kind of no matter what I'm doing during that time. So, for example, what if Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we carve out the time from 1 to 4, and this is for live streaming, sticker designing, and if I'm not live streaming or sticker designing, then, um, content creation and prep. Holly said, "I'm not very good at deciding things on what to do, so I'm just like, I do one thing, but I also wanna do another thing, but I really just like drawing, but with my pain, I think it's taken over a bit." Um, I took a break from Bujo when my pain got really bad last year, and when I got back to it, my brain gets too overwhelmed with the amount of ideas, but I really want to, but my brain doesn't want to. It just gets too overwhelmed and your heart wants to do it, but you're like, what do I start with?" I get that, Holly. I think a lot of it really, I think you're aware of it. It's more like your mentality around it and needing to find a way to just like let go of the pressure that your brain is putting on you around your journaling and trying to find just like some authentic, natural joy from it again. And I think a big piece of that is just like simplifying it and going to the things you really like. Like, if you really like drawing, Holly, then, like, maybe your quote unquote bullet journal should just be like a sketchbook, should just be a book that you can draw in. And you don't have to worry about it looking like a bullet journal. You can still have a notebook that you use, but maybe you just focus in on the things that you actually do like about it. But I know you'll get there, Holly, and I think these conversations and this way the way that you're thinking about it and trying to figure out what just, like, isn't working for you is a big piece of the step. or a big step in that process? My mom is chopping ingredients for chili con carne, so you can't post much with dirty hands. Yum. Sounds delicious. Okay, and then separately from this kind of content prep and whatnot, then ideally too on these days we have like inventory filling in terms of the sticker shop side of things. So inventory filling, let's say on like Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And then maybe Thursday is another order packing day. Okay. All right. I have a little bit of an idea here just to start. This is all subject to like go up in the air, but just starting to like block something out. So as I start working this month, I can start to wiggle things around and see what actually is going to work. But here I kind of have a general idea of like Mondays and Thursdays being in the sticker shop days that focus on shipping orders out. So it'd be like on Monday, we're shipping orders out from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then on Thursday, we're shipping out orders from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So, like, orders would be shipping out every 3 or 4 days to start with our weekly schedule. That should be more than enough. And it should, like, I set shipping to a week, but ideally, I want to get better than that. I want to get shipping down to just a few days before we actually officially change the shipping expectations to be that. So we have shipping set to a week right now. And ideally, throughout this month, we'll be scaling that down so orders will actually ship out just within a few days. So for now, let's say Monday and Thursday are days where orders go out. That then means in the sticker shop that Tuesday and Wednesday can be focused on filling inventory, printing and cutting stickers to build inventory back up. In certain weeks, we'll have that be instead printing, cutting, and packing Patreon stickers. So it basically mean that like the last week or the first week of the month, instead of doing inventory, we're doing Patreon stickers. Then Tuesday through Thursday, I have a chunk of time to either live stream and design stickers or film, edit, prep any short form content. So short form videos for Instagram and TikTok, photo posts. It could also be posting things to Patreon, posting new printables, um, doing any like marketing that needs to happen, posting on my Instagram story, all that stuff. Um, then Friday is a full YouTube day for me, filming and editing. That will also probably be an inventory day over at the sticker shop. Weekend, the sticker shop will be closed. We won't work weekends, but weekends will be a more of like a live stream YouTube time for me. So beginning of Saturdays, I'll be doing just the admin work that goes with a new video getting posted. Probably then just taking Saturday off, the rest of Saturday off. Probably in general, having Saturday be my more off day. Holly said, "Do I ever go over this in pen later or not?" I will not be going over this with pen. Maybe at the end of the month, if I get something that is like a little more nailed down, I can go over it with pen. But this really is just a spread of like a work in progress schedule. So I want to be able to edit this all the way throughout the month really easily if I want to. I want to be able to hypothetically erase this whole thing if I need to scrap it, you know? So no, I'm not planning on going over this with pen. If I nail a schedule that works, then I can just write it in pen, you know, and just have it in my monthly spreads as a reference. Yes, Shion, you know, I actually was about to buy sticky notes at Office Depot yesterday, but we ended up going out like we were there to look at some USB hubs for the office space and we ended up going somewhere else to buy them. So I put the post-it notes back. But I do love the idea too of sticky notes for this as well. I saw in my first bullet journal here that I use sticky notes for this class schedule. And that is I love the idea of sticky notes because they are flexible if your schedule changes. So if I had sticky notes, I would definitely use some of those here. And as an example, I'll just show you here. This is a great example for my school schedule. The schedule can change so much in the first like month of school. So I put everything on sticky notes so that way I could, you know, rearrange my schedule if needed. But yeah, that's a great idea for anytime you're wanting to do a schedule that is subject to change. Okay, so that video admin Saturday morning. Sunday is then like a public live streaming day, as well as probably just like an admin prep day to make sure we're set for Monday. But that feels good. If I just wanted to get something laid in here, so as this new week starts, I can start to keep this in mind and like try to start kind of standardizing how I spend my days. Okay, that feels great. So I think that's all my monthly spreads feeling pretty good here. I've got my weekly all checked out. I got some stuff moved over to this week. Let me go to my calendar and write in all of my events for this coming week. I also have my live stream stickers. Let me go grab those. Oh, actually, where are those now? Since we're in the middle of stuff moving over to the office space, I'm in sort of this in between time where I still need to figure out like what I'm leaving over here, getting a cutter set up over here and some other stuff just so I'm able to like make any personal stickers that I need. But I used some of my live stream stickers. Let me see if I can find that sheet. Awesome. I found it. This is one of my new sticker sheets that's specifically for live streamers. So I've got these little live stream icons that I used on my big calendar. I also use those on my small calendar. And now I'm going to use these live stream today stickers for marking all of my days that got live streams happening. So I've got one on Wednesday. I've got one on Saturday. Yes, Holly, we've got some upcoming public live streams on the schedule. Actually, we got one, and it's so I'm gonna post my March Plan With Me video on Saturday the 17th, and then on Sunday the 18th at 1 PM Pacific Standard Time, we'll be doing a public stream. So just like today, but in 2 weeks from today, we'll be doing a public Sunday live stream. Oh, and another one, Holly. If you want, Holly, you can join my free Patreon. It's really easy. All you have to do is type in your email and a password, I'm pretty sure. But if you do join my free Patreon, we have a live stream on this Wednesday where I'm going to be sticker designing, and that is going to be open to all my patrons, including free ones. So if you want to sign up for my free Patreon, Holly, again, it's totally free and you'll get an email with the link to that private live stream. And then I do like one live stream a month for all patrons, including free ones. So you'll also get the notifications for any future ones as well. Yes, Holly, you get access to a bunch of things through the free Patreon. You just have to sign up and then start scrolling through the feed and start kind of looking around and discovering things in there, but, there's lots of things posted to the free Patreon tier. There's some printables that get posted there, the live stream schedule every month. There's past live streams that you can watch, Holly, that you'll have access to. So, as you start scrolling through Patreon, you can kind of start to discover some of the things laid out there. And I'm pretty sure on the top of the Patreon feed, you can like sort, you can kind of like filter things. So I think you can make it so that it'll show you only the free tiered items. You just have to filter it separately. And I think it's like you filter by tier and then you click public, and that shows all public posts. And I did just post a free quote page printable from my most recent coral reef collection, and that post is available to free patrons as well. So you can go and discover some things over there. Okay. So Wednesday is an all patron live stream at 11 a.m. Saturdays is a $5 plus Patreon stream at 2 p.m. Let's go ahead and put my live streams on my next weeklies as well. So on Monday the 12th, I've got one. On Wednesday the 15th. Wait. Thursday the 15th. And then on Sunday the 18th is my public stream. And that's going to be setting up my March weeklies. And then on to the next week, I've got one on the 19th and the 23rd. So let's grab two of these. One on the 19th and one on the 23rd. And finally, this is why I like having my weeklies set up ahead of time. One on the 27th. Nice. Fun using those stickers. All right, what else do I got going on this coming week? I've got that Go Wild call. Let me double check my emails and see if that is going to be at 11 a.m. now. Okay, beautiful. Wednesday at 11. Mom, if you're still here, that you'll be on that call as well. Oh, wait. Did I schedule that when I have a live stream happening at that same time? Okay, well, that's not going to work. That is at the same time. Okay. So I should probably move the call, not the live stream. Mom, in our meeting tomorrow, we'll talk about that and figure out a time that works out for us. And then I can email Lauren about that. So let me add that to my to-do list for tomorrow. Reschedule, because I'm already double booking myself. This is why. I know, exactly, Mom. This is why you got the Bujo to figure it out now. This is why taking this time to plan your week is so important. Otherwise, I know I am very prone to double booking myself. Even when I have it written down here, it's still like the details of the times and everything like that. So this is why we do it. This is why we bullet journal. Okay, so I will reschedule that tomorrow. Friday then, I am filming flip through video, post YouTube video, schedule newsletter, tomorrow we're also pack and ship. I'm going to do all of my open orders that were placed last Monday through Wednesday to start. And I think that's only like 6 open orders I have or something. Let's see. Open date. All right. Yes. So I could, if I shipped out all orders placed through Friday, then that would be 10. I think that's probably doable. 10. And that's orders placed. What was Monday? January 29th through February 2nd. So those will ship tomorrow. All right, that sounds like a pretty good schedule for tomorrow. Today, I need to order the sticker paper. I'm going to be finishing cutting the coral stickers. And I think today, too, it'd be good if I prep social media posts and just kind of get things ready for stuff to post at the start of this coming week. Um, some pictures for Instagram, a couple more short form videos. Yes, this here is a weekly printable. This is under my $5 Patreon tier. The $5 tier is the one that comes with all of the weekly printables. So this is the Secret Garden vertical printable. I know, isn't that cool, Shion? I love how all of my viewers who are like in Australia, New Zealand, um, Fatima over in the Maldives is also similar, where they are joining from the future. It is already the next day. So that's why I usually say at the start of the stream, I'll be like, happy Sunday/Monday, depending where in the world you are. And that's specifically for all my Australia and New Zealand folks. Shion said it'll be Monday in 35 minutes for you. Yeah, here it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Okay, okay. I think that sounds good. I'm going to avoid planning too many more specific tasks for the next days so I can kind of play it by ear each day. But I've got my live streams noted down. I've got my video noted. I know that tomorrow I'm going to be focusing on getting Patreon finished shipping, orders shipping as well. Um, on Wednesday, I'm going to start my new sticker collection. And again, if you guys want to be a part of the voting, the poll is posted to my $1 Patreon tier already. Well, to all patrons, $1 and up. And I'm kind of curious if the poll results are still the same. It's like neck and neck between a sushi ramen theme and a dreamy sky theme, which is funny because those are like so different. But yep, right now, Dreamy Skies are winning by 3 votes. Is very close. And Travel Theme is in 3rd place, only 5 votes behind Dreamy Sky. I have like a mental image in my head. If we do what I'm calling a dreamy sky theme, um, the first thing that I think about are these watercolor skies that I made in 2021 to pair along with my Windows of the World collection. This is like really kind of like what is popping up in my head. Not like exactly like this, but this vibe. This is like when I say dreamy skies, I feel like this kind of deal is what I'm thinking of. Um, like gradients, all sorts of different clouds, like some skies being nighttime, some being daytime. But yeah, I every time I think about dreamy sky theme, this is like kind of the vibe that I'm envisioning. This is all just watercolor, so it'll obviously be a different interpretation, but I love these like soft gradients, the soft, fluffy clouds. Yeah, I really love doing all of these sky watercolor bits for this setup. For sushi/ramen, are you thinking more kawaii or more realistic? I'm thinking something a little more cartoony. I feel like food is such a fun theme subject. It would be fun to try to like stylize it a little bit to kind of come up with my own interpretation. So I was thinking maybe not something super realistic, but also not like entirely kawaii. Basically trying to like find some sort of like artistic interpretation of the uh sushi and ramen. Yeah, we still have till Wednesday for a winner to be decided for that poll. So, um, there's still definitely a chance that the vote could sway in either way. I'm trying to think what I personally, I have my votes in, and I actually, before any votes came in, I did ramen and sushi, travel, and dreamy sky were my 3 top choices. So I have all 3 of those voted for, like, checked on my side because I get to vote in the poll as well. Um, I am trying to think, like, which one I would choose if I just had to choose one, and it's tricky because ramen and sushi, I love the idea of illustrating that, like, it sounds so cute to just, like, draw cute little, like, sushi drawings and ramen bowls, but a dreamy sky theme sounds, like, very relaxing and very, like, I don't know, like, just the idea of that theme feels like it could really be a staple theme, a staple collection that you could use with all sorts of other stickers. Like, I think about how you could pair skies with, like, the butterfly stickers, with hummingbirds, with owls, with so many of the other themes I've created. And it's something that I could see myself releasing color variations of. It really feels like it could be like a staple theme in my arsenal. So I am really like, I feel like I would be so happy either way. They're both very different. One is like very focused on the individual illustrations. Like with sushi and ramen, it'd probably be more simple backgrounds with more of a focus on the little food drawings, whereas a dreamy sky background is real, or dreamy sky theme is, like, all about the backgrounds, you know? So it's be more like empty headers with just, like, beautiful sky background, something very soft, like, less of a direct focus, you know? So, yeah, be they're both very different, both very different as far as, like, the illustrating process, the design process. Um if I did a sky theme, I might even play around with more watercolor. For the coral reef theme I just finished creating, we made that entire collection using real watercolor, scans, like real watercolor that I painted and then took pictures of and brought that in digitally on my iPad. Um, so if I do a sky theme, maybe I kind of keep messing around with that same style. I don't know. The possibilities are really endless. Maybe I go for a more polished, clean, like cartoony style sky. I don't know, but I'm really excited by the poll. I love when polls are close and I don't know what's going to win until the last second. I think that's really fun. So I'm excited by the fact that I have 3 themes on this month's poll that are within 4 votes of each other. 60, 57, and 56. That's how many votes the sky theme, ramen sushi theme, and travel theme have. So they are all so neck and neck. I'm excited to see what ends up winning. And here is the link to that poll. I think that's locked for only $1 and up patron. So if you're not a patron and you click on it, it'll just prompt you to sign up. But in case any of you are wanting to quickly check on the results. Oh, I love these, like, functional sticker ideas you guys are having. Okay, so starting my new stickers on Wednesday. We'll see what the poll is gonna be. And then Saturday's stream is also going to be sticker designing. See you later, Shion. Thanks so much for joining in. Okay. And again, double check on my tasks and deadlines for this week. Ship Patreon, ship open orders. I have both of those scheduled. Consistent social media. So let's add that to our list here. Let's do a star and then say post to all socials. Let's do that on Tuesday. And then let's also do that on Thursday. And then let's also do that on Sunday. So that way I've got a reminder for that like every other day, basically. All right, so that's all of my, and daily self-care. Is that something that I'm going to schedule in? No, because that's for me, like self-care is it's more like spontaneous. It's more like what I'm needing or feeling on that day. So maybe what I'll do is I'll put like a little, almost like just a little like reminder on here about my self-care. If I have any of my circles and sparkles stickers from my botanical bujo, yes. This will be perfect. I'm going to put a little green circle down here. I'm going to have that say, don't forget your self-care. Cassie said, can we have a sneak peek of this month's stickers? From what I saw last time, it's absolutely gorgeous. Yes, Cassie, let me run out and see if I have the test print here. I need to do a full formal reveal on Patreon, but I just didn't have the stickers cut yet. But I will be doing that very soon, just like the full formal reveal of the Coral Reef collection. But that being said, let me see if I have my stack of my test prints and I can show you guys. One sec. Oh, maybe right here. Here are at least some of the printables. Let's see. All of these printables are on Patreon. So for the $5 tier gets you access to all printables. So here are the printables that I released for this Coral Reef collection. And then what's this? Anything good? No. Anything good here? More printables. Okay, so I think the stickers got sent over to the other shop. Again, we're in this like in between where I'm not sure what's here and what's there. So I don't have those right now, but I have all the printables. I will, because we're shipping these out tomorrow. Today, I'll finally have like a version of each sheet cut. So that's actually a great thing for me to add to my to-do list for tomorrow, is posting a full reveal of the coral reef collection. And yes, Cassie, these are the ones that I did watercolor for. So let's do a little bit of a zoom in here. So you can see, like for these, this is all watercolor in the background. And then all of the illustrations in this collection are also colored in with watercolor. So all of the color you see in the coral and in the fish are the real watercolor swatches that I made, that I then like overlaid on top of the animals. So these printables kind of feature and showcase some of the things that are in the sticker collection, just like in the printables instead. Yeah, so that's where like going from sea to sky could be really cool, Jen. And it's why I was like, if I do the sky theme, it could be fun to do something with the watercolor again, and instead do maybe something more pastel with the watercolors. But it's just so fun having the watercolor texture in the backgrounds here. Here's another one that shows that quite well. Watercolor backgrounds. And anything else fun to show here? Yeah, these are cool with you can kind of see all that watercolor coloring happening. Fan from the Philippines. Even if I can't stay long, just wanted to pop in and say hello to everybody. Hello, welcome. So happy to have you here. Cassie asked, do I still have the original paintings? I do. And it would be fun to show you those real quick next to at least these printables. So here are the printables, and then these are the originals. So these are what became the headers in the Coral Reef collection. During our next public live stream, also, I can show you guys the sticker collection. And if you end up being in Wednesday's free all patron live stream, which again will be open to all patrons, including free patrons, I will show the finished sticker collection during that stream as well. But the headers we made were made with these horizontal watercolor splashes. So we have a bunch of these horizontal ones. So here you can kind of, let's see, on this weekly spread, you can actually see how it corresponds to the watercolor. So here we go. This background is this header here. And you can even see like this yellow streak here is this yellow streak. This yellow streak here is this one. So this turned into this. This one is this one here. Ooh, sorry, hit my camera. This header comes from this watercolor background. It's just like flipped the other way, but you can see the yellow up top here is this yellow here. So it's cool seeing how it translates, because it changes quite a lot once we start working in it digitally. You know, I'm messing with the colors, putting like little fish silhouettes in the background, but all of these fun organic colors we get are from that watercolor. And then these watercolor splashes here are where all of the coral and fish colors came from. So the octopus is a fun one. The colors got changed around a bit, but I think that the octopus comes from like, I think it's this one maybe. I'm even like, you can kind of look for, oh yeah, here we go. It's this shape, like right here is like the shape on his head. Um, yeah, so I used this bright watercolor for all of the fish and coral, and then the blue watercolor as the backgrounds. This here is what turned into this full page background. So you can see how I modified the colors in this final version, how I changed things around a little bit. So this turned into this. But yeah, very cool to see kind of like the first step compared to the final result for those. That was a really fun design process. I loved making these with my patrons last month. Super fun doing the watercolor all together. I did like a whole watercolor tutorial to go with it as well, where I really explained what I'm doing with my watercolors. That was really fun. Just a blast. So, very excited to get started on our new sticker designs this Wednesday. Okay. And then there was definitely something I said I wanted to write in for Monday before I started talking about the watercolor. What was I talking about? I said, "Oh yeah, I definitely should do that tomorrow. Let me write that down." Oh, posting the coral reveal. And the coral reef stickers are the sticker rewards for this entire month. So if you join my 15, 25, or $30 Patreon tiers anytime this month, you'll be automatically sent the coral reef sticker collection. If you join one of those tiers today, your stickers will ship tomorrow. So tomorrow is the first shipment of this month's Patreon stickers. So if you join Patreon today/tomorrow, then your stickers will ship in that first round. So just something to keep in mind, but you can still join anytime later this month, and your stickers will just guaranteed to ship before the end of the month. All right, post coral reveal. Tomorrow is getting pretty busy. I might even need a daily page for tomorrow. Honestly, I actually, let me see here. I have a printer here still that I think is all connected, but I'm sort of already anticipating that I'm going to want a daily log for some of the days this week. Holly said, don't worry, Holly, I'm not missing any of your messages. Thank you so much for that super kind comment about me being a lovely, amazing, kind host. You're the best, Holly. Holly said, "My brain is getting into that sleepy mode, so I'm getting loopy, and anything I say might have no idea, so don't ask me. I have no clue." uh, Nicholas said, "I just bought 2 more kits, Luna and Firefly." Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the order, Nicola, for your support. I'm so excited for you to receive those. Cassie said, "You should do a sticker theme of all of your Patreon's pets." Yes, that is actually a theme I've been wanting to do for years. I really want to do that. And I think I mentioned a few streams ago that I feel like this is the year that we're finally going to do the pet theme. Okay, what I was gonna do real quick is I'm going over to Patreon. I'm clicking on the digital download master post that's at the top of the Patreon window. I'll send a link to that in case any of you guys want to check it out. Anyone can look at this post, but it's just I think it's cool to look at to get an idea of how much is really posted on Patreon. This is like a full list that shows links to every printable. And if you click on anything, it'll just be locked unless you're a patron at that level. But you can still see like how many things we've got over there. And I'm going to go back to July 2023. It's crazy the Secret Garden theme is already from July. My goodness. And then I'm going to click on Secret Garden daily template because I have a daily page that matches this theme. And it's the same type of daily I showed in my recent video. Okay. Let's go here. Print from my Epson. Let's print. Let's print 2 copies for now because I might want a couple for this week. I'm going to print at 100% scale and I'm going to print at best quality. Perfect. Print. And that's how I use the Patreon printables. I'm printing the PDF. All right, let me go grab those. Oops. Sorry, Luna. I didn't see you there. I'm sorry. You can get back in there. All right. Sorry for those loud sounds, but I was just guillotine cutting these. So this is that daily printable from Patreon. Nicola said, what do you do when doing a whole page printable and you get a crease in the middle? So for 2-page or whole spread printables like this, Nicola, I designed them so it's 2 separate pages and you cut them out as 2 separate pages. So my 2-page printables when they're the PDFs and they're next to each other, I leave a gap between the page so that you cut them out separately. That way you're not sticking anything directly over that center crease. So it's just a full spread cut into 2 pages. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick these in here on these. Did this print on the right side? No, it didn't. These printed on the wrong side of the paper. Well, that isn't gonna help us at all. I was like, this paper looks yellow. What's the deal? And it's because the paper was in the printer upside down. So this actually printed on like the backing, and this is the sticky part. So let's try this again. Print 2 of those to my Epson, but this time I'm going to run out there and change the paper direction. So 1 second, I will be right back. All right, got my paper flipped over. Let me send this print job one more time. Luna. Okay, we got them. Guillotine these. Okay. Nicholas said, just joined the $15 Patreon. May take a while to get to me in the UK, but it will be worth it. Oh my goodness, Nicola. I'm so happy you joined just in time to receive the coral stickers. Yay! Welcome to the Patreon fam. Well, I guess I'm trying to think, Nicola, if you were a lower tier patron already. Maybe you were, but either way, welcome to the $15 tier. Okay, so now, much better. I have these printed on the right side of the paper. So I'm going to stick both of these in and have some dailies ready. Now, I'm not going to pre-fill these in with the dates yet. I am anticipating that I'm going to use one of these tomorrow because I can see that my schedule, my to-do list for tomorrow is already kind of starting to pile up. So I'm just keeping that in the back of my mind. Let me try sticking this down one more time. But like I just said, I'm not going to write the date in yet so I can really know tomorrow once I get started on things, like if I'm going to end up wanting this daily. But I can still get these stuck in here because I know like every month I use dailies at some point. In January, for example, I got all my weeklies here laid out here. Okay, I got my weeklies laid out here. And then here I have dailies after, and I kind of use them sporadically. So this is for the 13th and 14th. And then I have one for the 16th and 17th. And those are all the dailies I needed in January. There's always like at least a day or two where I need the fuller daily page. So I'm just going to, in this next spread, after all of my February weeklies, I'm just going to pre-stick in a couple of these daily pages so that way the moment that I need it, it's already here waiting for me. So I'm just going to stick those in and just leave them like that for now. So that way, once I need some extra daily space, I have these sitting here just waiting for me to use them. So something nice about the printables, just nice that you can just kind of have it ready to go. No setup required. And now the second that I have a day that I'm feeling like I could really use that full daily page for today, it's already here waiting for me, ready to use. Okay. So I am feeling very prepped and ready for this next week. I have all my tasks for tomorrow laid out. I've planned out the rest of the week as far as kind of like what I'm focusing on each day. I also went in and laid out my weekly tasks and deadlines so I really know what my top priorities are. I also went in with pencil on my ideal weekly schedule spread and kind of worked out a rough idea of how I can standardize my week to get everything I need to get done. So I'm going to be paying attention to this as I go through these February weeklies and seeing what needs to change here, what's working here. And again, hopefully by March, I have a weekly schedule more or less nailed down. I got everything from this past weekly migrated over that needs to, assessed what I got done and what I didn't get done. Let's see. Yeah, so I think we've been going for almost 3 hours exactly. So I think that this is a great place to call it a day. Today was a really fun stream. I really love, again, just these opportunities to like just plan with you guys, not even setting things up, not setting up the spreads, but actually taking my pen to the spreads and using them. I think that's honestly a part of bullet journaling that's a lot of the times missing from the content around it. It's a lot of the setup process. It's a lot of the, like, setting up spreads, and then at the end of the day, at the end of the video, you see what it looks like blank, not filled in. And I think there's a lot of value in showing the actual process of like using your spreads after the pen, journaling, planning, the real time process of like how you flip between all these spreads and make it all come together in one system. So I like doing streams like this. I don't schedule streams like this as often, but I'm going to make this a more regular thing, especially now that I'm doing a lot of my setup in the edited videos. These streams can be a lot more of like actually using the spreads, making plans, getting organized with them. And it really shows the workflow of like how I go from my monthly to my weeklies to my dailies, how I'm sort of like taking things from one spread or another and moving it over, how I'm my like mental process when I'm actually going in and kind of organizing my week. So yeah, I really enjoyed this stream. It was fun getting to just like sit and hang out with you guys, talk over my plans for this month, for this next week. And I'm feeling really ready and prepared for Monday coming up tomorrow. So, with all that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me today. This was so much fun. I always love getting to chat and hanging out with you guys. Always just makes my day. Olympia said, I love how chill this stream has been. My mom said, agreed. Watching you plan is most motivating. I'm so happy that you guys are liking it as well. And such great conversation today. So thank you guys so much for being here, for always being such an incredible part of this whole community. These live streams are my favorite things, and it's because of you guys and how awesome you are during these streams. I just love like all the different conversations we get into. It's so much fun. So thank you guys for being here. Oh, Holly said also, I got news about my hearing aids and I'm getting a hearing therapy on the 29th where they'll help with the bad sound sensitivity. And then they might fit the aids in. I'm nervous and excited. I'll be thinking about you, Holly. You said on the 29th, so you still have a little time to mentally prepare. But I'm very excited for you to hopefully, get something that's going to help you. So thank you so much for being here today, Holly. To everybody else, thank you for being here and spending part of your weekend with me. Hello, Mimi. You're arriving just as I'm saying bye, but I'm glad I can at least say hello to you. I hope you enjoy the replay. The replay of this live stream will be available to watch at any time. So if you ever want to come back and see anything you missed or just give it a rewatch, it'll be on my channel. If you haven't watched my most recent video I posted yesterday, definitely go check it out. I'm also using my newest panda sticker collection in that video. I just released this panda sticker collection in my sticker shop as well. And I have a bundle up in my shop that includes all of the stickers that I used in yesterday's video. I am so excited to use this panda collection in my own journal. I think I'll probably end up using this as my March theme. But yeah, this whole collection is up in my shop in case you want to go place an order. Any orders placed today will probably ship on Thursday. Shipping times are at 1 week or less now. So any shop order you place will ship within 1 week. And we'll be continuing to make improvements to the shipping schedule throughout this next month. All right, I think that's it for announcements. Thank you guys so much for joining and for watching, and I will see you guys in my next live stream. If you are a patron, including free patrons, I'll see you Wednesday as we start designing our new stickers. And my next public live stream is going to be on Sunday, the 18th at I think 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you so much for being here and have a great rest of your weekend. Bye, everybody.